Assalamu alaikum dear student. Hope you are fine and doing well by the grace of Almighty Allah. Welcome to NIEVS Homeschool. I am Nasima Akter, Assistant Teacher of Science, National Ideal English Version School, Morning Shift. Dear student, I am going to take a science class for class 7 student. Student, our today's topic is chapter 6. Our today's topic is chapter 6. We will discuss lesson 4, 5 and 6 of this chapter, and this is lecture number 35. So dear student, let us start today's class. You can see here is lesson 4 and 5. In our previous class, we have discussed Dalton's atomic theory. So we have learned from the Dalton's atomic theory that matters consist of small particles. These small particles are known as atoms. Atoms cannot stay free or independent. They can stay free or independent. They form molecules by combining each other. They form molecules by combining each other. A molecule can stay free or independent, and then molecule can stay free or independent, but atoms cannot stay free or independent. In case of elements, only atoms of the same substance combine together and form molecules. For example, two oxygen atoms combine to form an oxygen molecule. Here is a figure. You can see this is two oxygen atoms, and they together they make oxygen molecule. Now, in other words, an element named oxygen is made up of small molecules. If we break down an oxygen molecule, we will get two oxygen atoms. If we break an oxygen molecule, then we will get two oxygen atoms. That means in one molecule, oxygen molecule, there is two oxygen atoms. Now, let us consider a compound named water. So, water is a compound. Take some water in a container, divide them into small parts. Assume that we now have a single drop of water. This single drop of water in fact consists of numerous small particles. If we continue to break down the single drop, we will get a single particle which can stay alone and free. Such a particle contains all the properties of water. This particle is a molecule of water. Here is a figure. You can see this is the molecule of water. If we break down a water molecule, we will get smaller particles. However, they can stay free or independent. They do not contain any properties of water. That means if we break this particle, then they do not contain any properties of water. They in fact are no longer water particles. They are atoms of two different elements. One will be oxygen atom and two hydrogen atom. One oxygen atom and two hydrogen atom make water molecule. In other words, one oxygen atom and two hydrogen atom combine to form a water molecule. You can see here is the water molecule, and here is another figure, oxygen atom. This is oxygen atom, and here is two hydrogen atom, and if we break them, then we will get oxygen atom and two hydrogen atoms, and they combine. If they combine, they will make water molecule. Now matters consist of small particles named atoms. They cannot stay free or independent. Two or more atoms form molecules by combining with each other. Two or more identical atoms combine and form a molecule of an element. Atoms of two or more elements combine to form a molecule of a compound. A molecule can remain free or independent. A molecule can remain free or independent. Now lesson 6, atom and symbol. Lesson 6 is about atom and symbol. From the previous lesson you came to know that atoms differ from elements to elements. Now the question is how many elements are there or what type of atom are there. Till now 118 elements have been invented. Among them 98 is found in nature and the rest of 20 is artificially made elements. Every element has a name. To express them shortly and easily, we use symbols for each of them. Generally, symbols are expressed by the first one or two letters of the Latin, Greek or English name of the elements. In case of expression, symbols with one letter, capital letter is used. In case of expression symbol with two letters, the first one will be capital letter and the second one will be in small letter. I have written here some symbol. Some symbols of atoms and their English, Greek or Latin names are given below. You can find this chart on your book. Everything is in your book here. You can see here is page number 63. Here is the lesson 6 and page number 66. Here is the symbol chart. You can see here. And this is the atom name of atoms, and this is symbol, and this is the English, Greek or Latin names. So here is hydrogen. First one is hydrogen and hydrogen symbol is H, and the Latin name is or English, Greek or Latin name is hydrogen. Helium short symbol is He, capital H and small e, helium. And here is English, Greek or Latin name is also helium. And this is lithium, symbol is Li, capital L and small I. This is lithium. Here is lithium also. And then after that beryllium, and the symbol is Be, capital Be, and English, Greek or Latin name is also beryllium. And now boron. Boron symbol is B, capital B, only B, and English, Greek or Latin name is boron. Now carbon. Carbon symbol is C and the English, Greek or Latin name is also carbon. And then nitrogen. Nitrogen is symbol is N, capital N only, and nitrogen here also, and oxygen O. Symbol is O and here is also oxygen. And now fluorine. Fluorine symbol is F and here is also fluorine. And iron. Iron is Fe. Symbol is Fe and here is ferrum. So that's it, dear student. I hope you have understood. So dear student, stay home and we'll see you again in our next class. Till then, Assalamu alaikum. Thank you.